Hello, welcome to What's Your Home Story. This is Vidya. So today we have the July front garden tour. Again, I forgot to shoot the video in July, introduction video. So this is August. And as you can see, the black-eyed susans behind me are almost kind of done. That's why, because we are in August. So today, hope you like the garden tour. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And let's go ahead and start the tour. The main attraction in my July front garden are these oriental lilies. They are called Stargazer lilies. I think I got these as bulbs from either Home Depot or Lowe's. I've heard people say that they multiply for them, but not for me. I've got these same two plants out here, and then I think I have a couple on the other side. There is a self-seeded black-eyed Susan out here. I didn't pull it out. I usually leave these seed pods in winter for the buds, and that's how I think they've sprouted. The tick seed or the coreopsis is again blooming on its round two. The hostas out here have flowers as well. These are fragrant as well. The daylilies, again, these are the bigger versions of the smaller ones that I have on the other side. They bloom for a day, that's why they're called daylilies, and they're as big as my palm. I don't know the name of the specific variety. Someone down the street was giving away a lot of these as their mother-in-law had divided them, so that's how I got it. Remember the bobo hydrangeas from the earlier video? They are doing really good, starting out as a lime green color and then turning white. Especially this one, which remember the branch had broken off in shipping from Home Depot. This bloom, look at the size of this. It's double the size of my hand. But I'm really happy with these two new additions out here. The salvia is also in bloom, and out here the new Happy Jack Clematis, which is an improved version of the Jack Manii, is also flowering really well. This folks was literally just a bare root in spring when I planted and didn't really expect it to bloom this year. Again, this is a couple of weeks after the first video. The Stargazer lilies are in full form, as you can see. These are very fragrant as well. So all in all, a really great plant, a perennial bulb to add in your garden. This set of black-eyed Susan again was also a self-seeded one. I had a black-eyed Susan on the other side in the side yard bed, and I used to do Onam poculums, which are like flower mandalas for Onam, and this one was started from the seed of that. Again, another batch of oriental lily out here. Stargazer slowly opening up. The petunias, I forget the name. I know I showed this in an earlier video. They are doing really good. As well as the zinnias. The combination is really good. This Torania is a new addition. I think I got it on a clearance from Lowe's the other day. And the hosta in the back is actually, I think, no, actually, I forget which one it is. It's from last year, not a guacamole. I know I transplanted the guacamole out there, but this is Lantana that is, I think, red and yellow. The flowers are pretty much done, so I'm waiting for the second set of blooms on this one. The view of the oriental lily on the other side, and the hosta on here, the variegated one, it has blooms as well. Very pretty blooms. This is literally under the lilac. The arrow, as you can see, starts out really deep pink and then lightens as it gets older. These are my builder given daylilies. Again, I don't know the name. The smaller maroon version. The other one is much bigger, double the size of this one. This is planted around my holly bush, and it's full bloom. This is the view from the front. As you can see, it's yellow and pink mainly, the roses. The red rose, remember from the earlier video, I had chopped them up so bad because we are having a very bad case of Japanese beetles, which is usually around this time for us here. So the leaves were looking pretty bad and the flower buds were all eaten, so I just went and chopped it off completely. So they should be back in bloom in about a month. So everything, even the red, the carpet rose and the white drift rose, all of them got a haircut. So this zinnia, and then there is a summer allium. This is one that I divided from a clump that I can show you later on. It's right by here in the middle of the bed. Made a few changes because once I trimmed the roses, there were a lot of empty spaces, so I just moved these pots back out here. And these pots have calla lilies and rain lilies, and I think Peruvian daffodils in there, and some dahlias that I started from seeds. So yeah, this calla lily was blooming and I completely missed it when the pot was on the steps. Now that it's in the middle of the bed, I can see it. So these were like, I think, bulbs that I got at Home Depot, the calla lilies. Dahlias, we're eagerly waiting to see what the colors are because I mixed up the seeds, so I don't know what it is. So as you can see, the red carpet rose and the peonies back there, the iris, all of those were in bloom in the spring videos. This lantana has a pink one. Um, and I think it's an addition. Yeah, it's this year's edition. The coreopsis, again, I need to come and deadhead them. As you can see, the lilies in the back and the hosta, and you can see the hydrangeas as well in the back. That's where my drift rose was that I had to remove. So the rosette virus in the back also you can see an abelia which is just starting to bud out. Here are the falling pot, or I don't know what the pot is called, the spilling pot I would think, which is nasturtium. I moved it to the middle of the bed. And you can see the black-eyed Susans, the self-seeded single one is on this side. The red carpet rose by the Buddha, again, which was in full form in the last month's video, is also gotten a haircut. The lilies, as you can see, are tied with a stem because with any wind it just keeps falling off. The thrift is on round 2, as you can see here. And this yellow flower, I don't know what the name of this is. That is the guacamole hosta that I moved from the back. So hopefully that'll do well out here because it's now shaded because the tree has become really big. Earlier the spot used to be full sun because it's a west facing yard, but now the maple we have gives a lot of shade. So as you can see, the oriental lilies are all flopping over, and I've tied them with yarn to a bamboo stick. Hopefully that holds its shape. The Buddha seems to be really happy now, sitting among the black-eyed Susans. So this is the view, and like I said, the abelia nearby the lamppost, that will be in full form next month, so I can show you in that video. That's a huge pollinator attractor. So this is the close-up of the lilies. I like the speckles on them. I don't know, something about those speckles makes it look very cute. So this is the view from this side, the daylilies, and as you can see, loads and lots of black-eyed Susan, majority of which is self-seeded. So that is the problem with leaving the seed heads for the birds in winter. It self-seeds everywhere. So usually the black-eyed Susans are not in bloom in July for me at all. I don't know what's up this year. They're all doing really well, and it's only mid-July. I have these open usually in September. And towards all through September and in early October. So definitely they are really early this year. But I really like how the hostas and the black-eyed Susan is framing the Buddha. But oh, I need to do some cleaning. So the red petals from the carpet rose that was right there, all of it was falling into the hands of the Buddha, and that's what has kind of discolored the water and created stains. I didn't get a chance to clean it, and I think I need to come and hose it down. In the pots on the step, I have white lantana. This is a new addition, I think from Walmart. Was $1 or $2. I had a bunch of daffodils in here which I pulled, and I'm going to replant them next year in ground. That's why the mums over there are looking really sad. I just played around with the pots. So again, the mums are blooming early. I told you, right, there's something off this year. So the abelia is slowly starting to open up. I can show you a close-up of the flowers. It's a light baby pink color, almost white, and they are slightly fragrant. So when I sit on the steps, I think in the evenings, that's when I can smell these guys. So this literally is going to be covered in these blooms in a few weeks. So it's like you won't be able to see the ends of the branches. They're going to be that heavily covered in blooms. And then of course it's a huge bee magnet, so there'll be tons of bees buzzing around this as well. Here I have a new addition. This is a Lysianthus. I saw these guys for the first time at the Longwood Gardens in Pennsylvania and fell in love. This was from a local nursery, and as you can see, the tag says $3.95 for 3 plants. But I've heard that these are really hard to start from seed, so that's why. The hens and chicks over here is blooming, so I'm guessing that the mother plant is going to die soon, but I think there's a baby right there. But this succulent planter, again, has seen many versions. The rain lily in this pot is blooming, and this is actually the dahlia that I started from seed. I'm having a lot of ants this year on all the flowers, so not a good thing. Again, this lobelia is started from seed. This salvia, I think, is from Home Depot. So these zinnias are doing really well. They have started to become a deeper orange with the heat, and the allium bulbs are also open. So this is the second clump of allium, and then the coreopsis. See, so I think the allium is kind of recovering from dividing. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully next year it'll be back in full form. So the abelia, there's a lot more flowers that are open, and as you can see, there are bees on it as well right now. And then the black-eyed Susan too is a bit more open from last week. Same thing here, there is mildew on my lilac, which is very, very normal for now, given all the rains that we have in June and July. The yarrow is also pretty much faded. There is a limelight. No, this is actually a little lime. Hydrangea here, which I planted this year, didn't bloom at all. So more Taurinia. Again, I have tucked this in a few spots. Same view, all yellow right now. So we had a huge heat wave a couple of weeks in July, and this is what it did. I had the sprinklers on, but I guess they need more watering. The Bobo hydrangea flowers completely died. Lobelia, these are again started from seed, and finally they are in full form, and the lady planter finally looks like she has hair. Calibrachoas are doing well as the coleus. The planters also have forget-me-nots that I started from seed. So hope you like the July garden tour. Next month I'll come back with an updated tour of the front yard and backyard. In August, most likely the roses are going to be back in bloom like it was in spring. So please subscribe if you have not. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening.